In the dead of night, when a phone rings at a 911 dispatch center, the voice on the other end is often one of desperation, fear, and panic. Welcome to Scarier Things, where we delve into the true horror stories that unfold on the other side of these calls. Today, we're going to explore 3 disturbing 911 calls with backstories. These are not just any calls. These are true scary stories that will make your heart race and your palms sweat. From the chilling encounters with a true stalker to the terrifying experiences that are beyond comprehension, these stories are a stark reminder of the darkness that lurks in the corners of our everyday lives. So buckle up as we journey through these scary true stories, each one more disturbing than the last. Remember, these are not for the faint-hearted. Prepare for some chilling scares as we delve into the world of horror stories. Sean Great terrorized northern Ohio between 2006 and 2016, brutally assaulting and murdering women. He now sits on death row awaiting execution, thanks to the bravery of one would-be victim. The following 911 call captures the tension of that moment. On September 13, 2016, Ashland police received a call from an unknown woman, referred to as Jane Doe, who whispered that she had been kidnapped and was tied up near her sleeping abductor. Despite her fear, she tried to describe her captor and her location, managing only to convey that she was near the 4th Street laundromat.
What is the address to your emergency?
By the 4th Street laundromat.
What is it?
4th Street laundromat.
What's the problem?
I've been abducted.
Who abducted you?
Sean Green.
You said John Green?
Sean Great.
Where's she at now?
Asleep
Where's she sleeping at?
in the bedroom.
In what bedroom?
There's 2 houses right by the laundry street. And it's in one of those houses.
What color's the house?
No. Please hurry.
Is it an apartment?
No, it's a house.
Okay, does he own the house?
No, he broke into.
Does anybody actually live there?
I think they've been abandoned.
Does he have a weapon?
He's got a taser.
Are you injured?
A little.
Where did he take you from?
My apartment. I was walking with him.
You were walking with him? Where were you walking to?
I've known him for like a month and a half.
Is there any way you can get out of the building?
I don't know without waking him. I'm scared.
Is there a bathroom in the house?
Well, his bedroom is closed and he made it so it would make noise.
And if you told me to go to the bathroom, he would do something to you?
Yeah, because he had me tied up.
Are you tied up now?
Well, yeah, but I kind of freed myself.
Stay in the same room with you?
Yes,
Are you bleeding from anywhere?
not anymore. Oh shit, I woke him up.
Just set the phone down.
As the 911 dispatcher continued guiding the caller, Jane accidentally knocked over her captor's taser, stirring him from his slumbering. The line briefly went dead, and in that moment, Jane was mere minutes away from becoming Sean Great's 6th victim. Police understood the urgency and raced against time to save her. Great, unaware that Jane was on the phone with authorities, sat up in bed, glanced at the floor, and then lay back down.
Are you still there? What? Is there any officers outside? Okay, they're in the area. Can you get out of the house? It's locked. Are you at the door? She's at the door. She's at the door on the right side of the house. She got out of the bedroom. Is there a window there?
Yeah, I'm looking out and they tell me to come back.
She said,
Hurry, hurry.
she said to hurry up and come back.
Yeah, they can see me. They
It's
come
locked.
back.
The door's locked.
Where is it?
Bedroom sleeping.
You still sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, they have her.
You went on her arms.
Unarmed?
Yeah.
No, you can't be in there. Here, cover yourself up. Tell me what happened. What happened?
The rescue of the woman from Great's clutches, heard on the call, marked a fortunate outcome, though undoubtedly leaving lasting scars. Growing up in Marion, Ohio, Sean Great was charming and well-liked, especially among girls, masking his inner rage. However, his violent tendencies surfaced at 18 when he was arrested for assaulting his girlfriend. Subsequent arrests followed for breaking into his girlfriend's home and choking her, escalating to threats with a butcher knife. Despite his charm, Great's relationships were tumultuous, marked by violence and control. He fathered children with multiple women but remained volatile. His ex-wife, Amber Nicole Bauman, recalls his chilling threat: "If I can't see my daughter, no one will." By his mid to late 20s, Great's behavior became increasingly erratic. He entered a relationship with Christina Hildreth, initially happy but soon marked by violence and abuse, revealing his true nature.
So was he violent with you?
Yes.
In what way?
Broke my hand, blacked my eye, strangled me, tied me up.
His hostility extended beyond romantic partners to friends, exemplified when he sent a disturbing text to a friend after being declined a loan. Eventually, he found himself living in Mansfield, moving between women. It was during this time that he encountered his first two victims, Rebecca Lissy and Candace Cunningham. Rebecca, a sex worker, was found dead in March 2015, initially ruled as an overdose, but later linked to him after he pleaded guilty. Candace, who lived with him, disappeared in 2015, her body discovered after his arrest. On the day of his arrest, he became even more barbaric towards his final victim, Jane. He gained her trust before revealing his true nature, trapping her in an abandoned house for days of torture. Despite Great barely sleeping, Jane seized an opportunity when he passed out, calling 911 while partially bound. Police arriving at the scene found more bodies than anticipated, victims of his merciless killings. The 911 operator faced criticism for her loud voice and numerous questions during the call, with some believing she could have inadvertently alerted Great. Nonetheless, the call led to his capture, sparing potential future victims from his brutality. The following call is made by millionaire James Bob Ward, reporting he shot his wife. Despite the severity, his tone remains calm and indifferent, claiming the shooting was accidental during a struggle to disarm her.
The call.
That was the emergency.
I just shot my wife.
You just what?
I just shot my wife.
Where's your wife?
He's right here on the floor. We sent somebody at 5277 Highway, Unbreakable Drive.
Okay, what's going on there?
I just shot my wife.
You just shot your wife?
I shot my wife. Yes, please. Send somebody over.
Stay on that with me. Let me at the fire department. Don't hang up.
I won't take.
Where's the weapon at, sir?
Sparks County Fire Rescue. The address of your emergency.
44.
5277 Highway, Unbreakable Drive.
It's on there.
I just shot my wife.
Okay, where's the weapons?
It's in
No,
the, I'm sorry?
Where, is she breathing?
No, she's dead.
You know that for sure.
I think so, yes.
Okay, sir, where is the weapons?
It's in the nightstand next to the bed, the action weapon. I'll be glad to meet dogs. I'll put you at the front door.
Where is your wife missing, sir?
He's in the floor and you have to record.
How old is he?
Born in 1954.
Okay, you're sure they're not breathing or?
She's dead. She's I'm sorry.
Sir, did you purposely do this?
No,
Or was it an accident?
it was an accident.
How long ago did this happen, sir?
Probably 5 years ago. I'm in the front step.
So you're out on the front step?
Yeah, I'm on the front steps.
Okay.
And they go to the front gate, come to the front steps, and go upstairs and find Diane. Yeah, there's where me get back and you told me, come back up.
Did you see the deputy?
Yeah, I see lights, but they're coming back up. I've been back up. Hey guys, over here. Over here. Hey guys, over here. Here, man, get on the phone. I'll make sure it's what's up. No, I got on the phone. We're good.
We can hang up with him. Oh, okay.
Bob was charged with the second-degree murder of his wife, Diane. He maintained that the gun went off accidentally while he was trying to wrestle it away from her. However, prosecutors argued that the couple was arguing over financial troubles, suggesting that Bob intentionally shot Diane. The case was left to a jury to decide. Was Diane's death truly a tragic accident, or did Bob murder her deliberately? Recently, a significant discovery emerged in the form of a letter from beyond the grave that could potentially answer this long-standing question. Diane and Bob had enjoyed a happy 26-year marriage with 2 daughters and substantial wealth from Bob's real estate ventures. However, their prosperity took a hit during the Great Recession, leading to financial strain. While Bob remained optimistic, Diane struggled with depression as their fortunes declined. According to their daughters, Sarah and Valerie, Diane's mood worsened, and she turned to alcohol and prescription drugs to cope. Her behavior became erratic and volatile, especially towards Bob, whom she blamed for their financial woes. Sarah described her father as bearing the brunt of her mother's anger, portraying him as a punching bag for Diane's frustrations. Bob's defense painted Diane as a suicidal and unstable individual. In 2018, new evidence emerged in the form of a suicide note allegedly penned by Diane, discovered during an estate sale at their Atlanta home. The note expressed love for her daughters, concern for her husband, and a desire for them to have wonderful lives. Bob's defense asserted that a former FBI handwriting expert confirmed the note's authenticity as Diane's handwriting. This revelation raises the crucial question: was Bob's account of the shooting truthful? If it was indeed an accident, his seemingly calm demeanor during the 911 call and police interrogation would be perplexing. The letter adds a new layer of complexity to the case, leaving the truth of Diane's death shrouded in uncertainty.
Sense.
Then you're doing it rather
Any
than...
reading glasses anybody has?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I have my pair.
Thank you.
I may
I have a
have...
folding pair, but I think they took them. Thank you.
Oh,
Like I said, I'm Detective Frost. I didn't get your name, your first name.
I go by Bob,
Okay.
but it's James Robert.
It might seem logical to assume that someone who accidentally murdered their spouse would display remorse or regret, but in the case of Bob, he appeared strangely unaffected. He remains incarcerated to this day. This story has been circulating on the internet for decades, and many of you might have heard it before. In fact, I believe I mentioned it in a video I made years ago. Some of you may recall it. However, new information regarding this call has recently come to light.
What's the problem, ma'am? Oh, well, there's some guy been checking the place out. Oh. Well, he went in the back. I have an apartment in the back, and he said he was looking for a guy. And he comes to my door, and said he's looking for an apartment. So I live alone, and I'm an old lady. Where is he now, ma'am? I don't have no idea.
For a significant period, this particular phone call was often dubbed as "Old Woman Murdered During 911 Calls." Speculation swirled, suggesting it might be a hoax or a scripted scenario for 911 operators training. Eventually, the woman behind the call was identified as Ruth Price, confirming its authenticity. However, despite this revelation, the internet struggled to unearth further details about Ruth Price and her fate following the call. Tragically, the prevailing assumption was that she met a grim end shortly after the call, fueled partly by the abrupt interruption of her attempt to give her address during the call. In the distressing call, Ruth, presenting herself as an elderly woman, expressed concern about a man who had knocked on her door, claiming to be looking for an apartment. The call took a chilling turn with a blood-curdling scream, followed by Ruth's distress about not being able to breathe. Recently, though, information about Ruth Price surfaced. Born Ruth Mildred Starr on December 7, 1913, in Pueblo, Colorado, she attended Central High School there, as evidenced by her yearbook photo. Ruth's obituary was discovered, indicating her passing in 1994, published in the San Diego Union Tribune. Additionally, Ruth's name appeared in a newspaper section titled Assaults on November 3, 1947, in the San Diego Evening Tribune, detailing an assault on Ruth Ann Price in the 3800 block of 35th Street. The newspaper article you're looking at provides a perfect match for the Ruth Price 911 call incident. It wasn't a hoax or a training exercise. The chilling scream heard was sadly very real. Fortunately, despite her advanced age, Ruth managed to fend off her attacker and live for another 14 years. It's possible that this distressing call was later used to shock trainees during 911 call-taking sessions due to the intensity of Ruth's panic-stricken screams. Thus, the legend of an elderly woman being brutally murdered while on the phone with 911 was born. However, the truth reveals a much happier outcome than initially believed.